The market moves higher into a key resistance area. Can the bulls keep pushing? This is Invest with Jacob. Okay guys, so in yesterday's video we talked about the fact that we were looking for the bulls to continue the move upward toward the 5100, 5120 area, and that's exactly what we saw as the market moved up towards 5110 and basically closed at the highs. Now the question is, can the bulls keep pushing? I'll get into that in just one second, but first, if you're new here, welcome to the show guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the SP 500 and the NASDAQ. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. All right, guys, with the A leg filling out, let's jump into the chart and take a look. Okay, guys, so here we are on the 1 hour futures chart for the S&P 500. For a while now, we've been tracking this ABC down, looking for that 5,000 area for it to bottom. They actually came down to 49.60 in that area before turning up. And then we were looking for a corrective bounce in this B wave, which we have seen here get started. So our primary path right now is that you have an A, B, and C to complete this bracketed A wave into our resistance area. We'd be looking for an A, B, and C to the downside, and we would be looking for that to come down into the 50-20 to 50-40 area. And then you'd look for a 5-wave move up here, pretty strong move in C, into that 51.49 to 52.47 area to complete this B wave, and then you'd look for the bears to resume the push down and start selling. That would be our primary path at this time. So far, that path is playing out as we would expect. No surprises on the charts so far. We do have what looks very corrective off the lows. They pushed into our resistance area yesterday. We would expect them to hold somewhere in this 51.20 area and push back down in B and then up in C. So what are some other alternatives that we are looking at as a potential? Well, the main alternative would be that we head lower from here and come down and break the lows. If that's the case, we would be looking for 5,000 to break, 49.99. If they break that, then it's possible we're coming down in a wave 5. And that wave 5 would target the 49.14 to 48.80 area. If they break below 48.80, then it becomes very likely that we are already in the C wave down, and we're looking at probably the 47.50 region or so at that time. So it is possible this could be the top of the B wave and come down directly. I don't think that's going to be the case. It's also possible this could be the top of a wave 4 and come down directly into the 49.14 to 48.80 area. Again, I don't necessarily think that's the case. I think it's much more likely we get this BC to play out, and then we look for down from there. If the bulls do push directly higher, we could see a case where we get an extended C wave. So you'd get an A, B, and then C up into our target area, and then they just push down from there. And we just had a smaller A and B and an extended C wave. So overall, we're looking at the 51.49, 52.47 area. Regardless of how they get there, that would be our major resistance zone for the bulls. We would look for the bears to hold that zone and push down. However, if they do push lower and break through 5,000, then we could see either a wave 4, which needs to hold 48.80, or I'm sorry, a wave 5 that needs to hold 48.80, or if they break 48.80, we would look for continuation towards 47.50 after that. Over on the NASDAQ. Okay, so on the NASDAQ, we've been talking about this one for a while as well. Pretty clean. A, B, C to the downside. Came down into our target areas and then gave us a bounce up from there. They broke key support on this move down, which is another indication for the bears that the top may be in. We're looking at that as our primary path as we speak. And we're looking for this B wave up. So you have an A, B, C for this A that we've completed or should be completing shortly. You'd look for a B wave pullback into the 17.393, 17.246 area, and then this C wave up into the 17.950 to 18.348 area on the NASDAQ. So this area here, heavy resistance where the blue box is, they came in and tested it here, 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 and here, and it will support the entire time. That now turns into resistance. So right in between or right at that 618, 17,949 to 18,127 area, I would expect them to turn down and start to move down from there in this bigger C wave that we're looking for that would take us down into the 16,000 or so area. So NASDAQ playing out perfectly. They have a really clean ABC, a really corrective looking and nice A wave up of this bounce. They can also have a wave 5 down, For them to have a wave 5 down, they would need to break 17,246. And if they push down through the 16,983 area, then we would look for them to continue where all of B is in a minor bounce here. I don't think that's the case. That would not be a preferred path, but it is something to keep an eye on. If the bulls are going to push directly higher again, it would just simply be an A and B with an extended C wave up into this area, and then we'd look for down from there. So same basic path as on the ES. These charts pretty much trade in sync most of the time. We are looking for a B wave on both of them to continue higher throughout the week. I told you last week that I was looking for about a week long or more bounce because we need to reset some indicators. We had some bounce signals. We were at our target levels. We had our structure put in place. So overall, following the path as we would expect, looking for a little bit higher into the target areas and then down from there. Guys, if you love the information that I put out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to check out investwithjacob.com. There's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link and it'll take you right over to the webpage. Once you're there, check out our membership plans area. We have 2 incredible monthly plans that both come with a 7-day free trial because I want you to get in there. I want you to make sure you love it, become part of the team, interact with us, make sure you love PT and I. Get to know everyone and make sure it's for you before you ever spend a penny. You can cancel at any time. You literally have nothing to lose by checking us out. We also have our educational material, our Elliott Wave for Beginners and our Elliott Wave Advanced course. The Advanced course we just completed a couple weeks ago. It's really doing well and helping people understand these complex patterns we've been seeing, like ending diagonals, double and triple threes, flats, triangles, all these different things that make the market really hard to understand. And in each of the videos, we break down in small chunks, about 8 to 10 minutes in each video. We go through what the pattern looks like, as you can see on the screen here. Then we bring in the fib levels so you understand how they're supposed to interact with the fibs and what you're looking for. Then we look at it on the chart so you can see what it looks like on an actual trading chart, how to chart it, how to understand it, measure it, see the fibs, see where it goes to, how to trade it. The sharp reversal is very key off of an ending diagonal, and you could have traded for that if you knew what you were looking for and caught this giant move up. So all of that information is in this course, and as you can see on the screen, it is helping traders understand these complex patterns and make money and make sense of a very difficult market. Now, if this course is too much for you because you haven't started on Elliott Wave or you're just getting started, we also have our Elliott Wave for Beginners online course. This course is helping real traders make real money and finally understand the market in a way that makes sense. It can be very difficult when good news makes the market go down and bad news makes the market go up. And this is because Elliott knew that the news cycles weren't worth anything. He knew this long ago, and he knew that key levels mattered, and he knew what happened when those key levels held and what happened when they broke. This gives you a huge advantage over the rest of the market. This course is 25 videos where I go through 3 sections. Your introduction, where we talk about your Elliott Wave expectations, your mindset, why it works, and the KISS method. The chart setup and tools, all the tools you need to use along with Elliott Wave, how to use them and why. And the Elliott Wave for Beginners area where we go through each of the waves, how to measure them, how to understand them, how to find the key levels that we're looking for. We go over the pivot, the corrective depth theory, the theory of alternation, everything you need to know to make sense of an irrational market. Now, the really cool thing about both of these plans is if you don't want to pay for them, they come free in our monthly memberships. Or if you want both of them and you don't want to become a monthly member, you can get them at a discount with our Elliott Wave course bundle. Now, as I said, you do get them for free in each of our monthly memberships. In our first room, the Invest with Jacob room, you get all of my real-time market updates, all of my buy and sell alerts, all of your Elliott Wave questions answered, a midday video where I go over where we are in the counts and what to expect, as well as several other charts and answer all your questions. And you also get all of the training material you just saw. We trade the SPY and the QQQ, and we swing and day trade. So we do trade quite often in my room. Now, if you're looking for individual stocks, futures trading, income trading, and advanced training, you need to check out PT's Throne Room. In there, you get everything you get in the Invest with Jacob room, as well as individual stocks, futures trading, PT's income trading method that crushes the market, and his reduced risk binary method that gets you in at a cheap price and gets you big multiples on your money. And it's how he structures that trade that's so unique. It's something you really have to see to understand, and that's another reason we give you that 7-day free trial. He also started a challenge account where he put $4,000 into an account trading mini ES futures, showing you how to build a small account into a large retirement or savings account. Guys, we'd love to have you in these rooms so we can all make money together. All right, our key takeaways for today. We're looking for the start of a B-wave pullback. They can push a little bit higher first, but we would essentially be looking for a little bit of a pullback here into this 50-20 to 50-40 area before resuming the uptrend to the 5150 to 5247 area. Should they break below 5,000, we could see a continuation in a wave 5 or potentially already be in the C wave. Over on the NASDAQ, same situation. We would be looking for a pullback in an ABC type form into that 17,327 to 17,393 area. Then we'd be looking for resumption of the uptrend up to that 17,950 to 18,127 area. If they break below 17,246, we could see continuation down in a wave 5 or already be in C if they break below 16,983. Guys, that is your market update for today. I'll talk to you tomorrow.